Very good morning. This presentation is brought to you by Resonate International with a mission to leverage knowledge worldwide. The topic being covered is when thoughts become sacred. Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a moment in the journey of a soul when an ordinary thought suddenly acquires a different meaning and begins to feel less like something created by the mind and more like something carrying the deeper state of the soul. It can arise quietly through an experience, a realization, a relationship, a prayer, a moment of stillness, or simply an awakening from within. In that moment, something extraordinary begins. Awareness turns inward. The larger design of creation becomes visible, and thought begins to carry a new quality. What changes first is the thought. What changes beneath it is the energy from which the thought has emerged. Every soul carries this possibility from the very beginning. The human design contains an extraordinary energy system through which energy is received, generated and shared. The brain serves as a remarkable interface in this exchange, while the five inner dynamos, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual and aspirational, continuously influence the state from which perception, intention and thought arise. Modern science reveals how profoundly the brain responds to attention, emotion, belief and repeated patterns. Ancient wisdom reaches deeper still, reminding consciousness that the quality of inner life shapes the quality of expression. Thought, therefore, carries the signature of the energy behind it. Awakening can arrive through countless doors, and its timing belongs to the mystery of the journey. Yet, when awareness awakens, a profound recognition begins that individual existence is part of a larger creation moving within an immense cosmic order orchestrated by divine cosmic intelligence. What may appear to be a late discovery is in a deeper sense an original possibility built into the human design itself. Awareness simply illuminates what has always been present. That is, the capacity to know the self, sense the larger order, recognize divine connection, and discover a meaningful purpose in participation. From there, two beautiful movements begin to meet. One moves from awareness to awakening, intention to thought, and thought to action. The other moves from awareness to coherence, alignment, attunement, communion, resonance, and divine companionship. As the inner system becomes more coherent, the inner compass begins to align with the cosmic compass. Faith brings steadiness. Trust opens the heart. Devotion deepens connection. Surrender creates spaciousness for divine guidance. Dharma gives direction. The quality and quantum of available inner energy begins to change, and with them the character of intention and thought. This is where sacredness acquires its deeper meaning. An intention becomes pure when it carries clarity of purpose. Thought becomes elevated when it carries that purity forward. Action becomes meaningful when thought finds expression through wisdom, compassion, and courage. Prayer can become a bridge between intention and divine cosmic intelligence, a living bond through which inner clarity deepens and righteous action becomes increasingly discernible. Sacred thought, therefore, is far more than positive thinking. It is thought whose energy, intention, and direction have entered harmony with a higher order. The transformation then becomes beautifully circular. Pure intention gives thought greater clarity. Clear thought generates purposeful action. Purposeful action strengthens coherence within the inner system. Greater coherence deepens alignment. Alignment opens attunement, communion, and resonance. Through that resonance, divine companionship becomes increasingly tangible. The inner sun begins to shine with greater radiance of wisdom, illuminating understanding, compassion, refining intention, and courage, giving strength to righteous action. Sacredness becomes a state of inner harmony expressed through life. What's the way forward? A simple truth begins to emerge. The quality of thought reflects the quality of the inner state from which it arises. As awareness becomes clearer, intention becomes purer. As energy becomes more coherent, thought becomes more focused. As alignment deepens, direction becomes more meaningful. Prayer, reflection, devotion, and purposeful action can then strengthen the connection between the inner world and divine cosmic intelligence. Gradually, the deeper movement becomes clear that when the source becomes purer, the thought naturally acquires greater clarity, depth, and purpose. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, a thought becomes sacred when it carries more than an idea, when it carries purity of intention, coherence of energy, alignment with dharma, and the quiet strength of divine companionship. Then thought becomes a bridge between the inner world and the larger intelligence of creation. Wisdom guides its direction. Compassion gives it warmth. Courage gives it expression. The inner sun gives it radiance. Lord Krishna, in his profound and resounding words, offers the following assurance in the revealed Bhagavad Gita. To those who are ever devoted to me, who worship me with single-minded devotion, I carry what they lack and preserve what they have. These words carry a profound reassurance. When the heart turns towards the divine with sincerity, trust becomes strength, devotion becomes connection, and righteous intention finds a deeper source of guidance. In that sacred relationship, inner purity illuminates thought. Thought gives direction to action, and action expresses wisdom, compassion, and courage. The inner sun shines more brightly. The inner compass draws closer to the cosmic compass, and the journey acquires a quiet confidence, the confidence that divine cosmic intelligence continues to accompany every sincere movement towards Dharma, then thoughts become sacred. The soul begins to speak through thoughts, and divine cosmic intelligence begins to shine through the journey. Good luck, best wishes, and God bless.